All right, welcome to today's pick a card. It's titled, What Message Are You Missing? Or This is the Message You've Been Missing. Basically, any messages that have been trying to come through that you've been getting but maybe aren't quite sure of, this is the reading for you. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. All right, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. The timestamps will be in the description. All right, pile 1, we're gonna get right into it. Make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for being here. I'm feeling like a heavy energy, and I'm feeling it like around my face. Like my face is like feeling like stuffy. I'm hearing nauseous, even though I'm not nauseous. I'm seeing this is important. So some people might, be carrying life within them. Or some people might simply just have like a cold, a common cold, be sick. And it's just because, and if that's you, it's because your body is like undergoing, clearings. But it feels like a warm burning sensation. And in my mind's eye, I'm seeing that movie Ballerina from the John Wick universe. I believe it's the 5th movie in that universe, but it was basically a story about this girl who was like displaced from her family at a young age, and she was basically like sold to like a group of assassins, and she was like trained to be an assassin. And the story is like about her going back home and like rediscovering herself, like finding out where she really came from, who she really is. And then there's this scene where she's in this house with her sister that she didn't know she had. And right when they're like making up and like, kind of like having a heart-to-heart, somebody launches like a rocket into it and like sets the house on fire. And like, I'm pretty sure that's like was a sentimental place. So it's like, it feels like you were just settling into something, or you felt like you finally figured something out, and then like boom, like it's on fire. And what you were holding on to, what you thought was like your stability, is no longer stable. Nine of Pentacles and the Tower card. Yeah, I'm like, there's definitely tower energy, like that house being set on fire. And then Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles is like a lot of stability. It's like feeling very stable, very safe. I'm hearing for some people this could be a marriage. If it's not like a sibling kind of relationship, there's something you depended on for stability. And this has to do with another person, because it is indeed emotional. And it's like, boom, like a tower moment, like something got revealed or something got removed, and it's like the floor has fallen from underneath you. And so maybe like the sniffles you have, or like the heated face you have, is due to crying, or due to this emotional distress. This is one of the ones that flipped over originally. So I'm feeling like these two cards go together. And look how like the backs are turned from each other. It feels like I'm hearing like a childhood crush, or for some people this will be a sibling, but I'm gonna read it as if it's a crush. So just change it, based on who you are. It feels like a childhood crush, and like over the years, like you two were kind of on and off, or you always considered this person to be like the one you'd like return for, or the one that got away. and like you finally like got with them, and then they cheated on you, or like they betrayed you in some way. I'm seeing in my mind that short Netflix, not that short Prime series. I think it's called Three Women, and there's this one story of this mom, and she's doing such mom things, and one day she just says fuck it, and she's like, I'm gonna live how I want to live, and like is divorcing her husband, and she contacts her high school crush, or her high school sweetheart on Facebook, and they meet up at a motel, and they have sex, and it's like everything she wanted, but also like there's something missing. I'm pretty sure he's like in a relationship with somebody else, and so it's like it's still not fulfilling what she wanted it to fulfill. I'm also seeing that show called, is it Candy? That limited series called Candy on HBO Max, where there's this housewife and she like goes crazy one day because of something like she wants, like she cheats on her husband with another person's, husband. And then like she ends up like murdering someone, like from, just not being satisfied in life. And that's how it feels with you. Like maybe you did have like a bursting moment where you yelled or you shouted for the first time in a long time, and maybe like that's what you're feeling. Or it could be that you're repressing these emotions, this rage, this female rage. You don't have to be a female, it's just a term. But it's like this rage of being suppressed for so long, and maybe that's why your face is on fire. Like maybe that's why you're feeling this fiery energy on your face. And I keep feeling like I don't want the kids to know, but I also feel like the kids have to know, like the kids have to be exposed to this because it's your truth. And I feel like that saddens you. Like it saddens you that the children have to see this. Maybe that's where also this energy is coming in. Like, I don't want them to see this, but they have to see this because I'm their parent. Like, and I'm the one that's around them. And I can't be who they need me to be right now. I have to be who I want to be. I have to be how I am. Because if I don't, I'm going to explode. Like, this is going to be, they won't have a mom at all, to come back to. Whether that's mentally, like you'll never be the same, or maybe you'll get to a point where you like literally like have to go away. So it's either like this temporary like madness, insanity, chaos tower moment, or if you keep repressing it or, explode in a different kind of way, like uncontrollable kind of way, then maybe things will happen that you will indeed regret more than this. I definitely feel like there's something with the sister here, with betrayal, or a sister that's helping. It'll depend on each situation. I'm feeling with this sun card, an unwanted baby. I'm sorry if that's triggering, but that's what I just heard. It feels like something that's supposed to be like happy, but when I flipped up this card over, I was disappointed. It felt like somebody like seeing a pregnancy test, and they're like, they see the 2 lines or whatever it is for a pregnancy test, or it says pregnant, and like usually, or I don't know, people are supposed to have this happiness from that, and you just don't feel happy about it. Like maybe, for example, you could be pregnant by someone you want to leave, you don't want to be with them, or maybe you just told them you want a divorce, and then boom, you find out you're pregnant by them. Or a child is like inconveniencing the leave. Like you're like, I want to leave this situation, but we have this child. It's reminding me of that movie Made, not movie. It's also a limited series. So I've said limited series like 3 times now. So that's also this. Like this feeling is like whatever this connection is with this person, even if it's like a long lost sibling or something, it was a short time. that you thought was going to be a long time. It's like something you looked forward to for a long time, and then when you got it, it lasted maybe like 6 months, you know? Like, it didn't last long. It was a limited series. But there's definitely a child or a baby of some sort. And if it's not like a physical baby, for some people it could be like a business or a property, like something small, something that's doesn't seem like the size of it isn't that big, but it's getting in the way of a clean break. I feel like you just want to run, and you just want like to have a moment's peace, or you just want to yell, and you just want to be wild for a moment, or for as long as you need, and you want to not be judged, and you want to have the freedom to be we have here the 5 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you kick these, I kick these shits over. Like, you kick these over. There's like a lot of anger towards someone in particular. Like, somebody did something, and you're like, you know what? Fuck you. That's how I feel. Like, I gave you so much like grace, and I was so patient, and so like I'm feeling just so much sacrifice that you did silently. So many good deeds you did silently, and this person took them for granted, but still you stayed. And after all of that, they still did this, or they still forgot to pick up dinner. I feel like for some people this could be something very small, like that you exploded from, but it was really like a lot of stuff. But like the breaking point was like you asked them to pick up dinner, and then they didn't again. And like you were like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done. I'm not doing any of this shit anymore. You can fold your own damn laundry. You know, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. You can have whatever. Like, it's just this feeling of like, I am done. I am done. Underneath this stability card, this growth, something you waited for a long time to grow, you're like, fuck it. Yeah, this Tower card, walking away. This dark blue, I feel like it's very like symbolic of your energy right now. Like, dark blue for me kind of represents obviously like the navy or the night or like dream space. And I feel like your dream space and your, you know, watery navy kind of space for so long has been occupied by suffering. Like, I feel like you've endured so much suffering, so much heaviness, so much worry and stress, and trying to get things just right, just so this person wouldn't have to know, like, wouldn't have to break a sweat. You soaked, you drenched in sweat just so this other person could have it easy. And you're like, you know what? I'm tired of like creating your happily ever after for you. Like, I'm going to create my own now. I've had enough. The song Happiness by Taylor Swift is coming through. Yeah, I'm hearing childhood crush breaks my heart. It's like a small town newspaper. Childhood crush breaks my heart. Childhood crush turns out to be a player, or, you know, a forever bachelor. I feel like for some people, it's not even that they cheated. For some people, maybe they cheated, but that's not like the thing that does it. Like, I feel like the thing that's like really doing you in is the fact that like they didn't care. I'm also seeing that show, what's it called? Good Girls? Where it's like, I was this good girl, like I was down, even if this was a lie and this wasn't like what we thought it was gonna be at the jump. I was down. Like, I was down for you. I was down to make this work. Like, you can go over there and have your hoes, you know, but at least like have decency about it. Come home at a decent time, make an effort, like pay the bills, you know, don't gamble away all our money. I don't know, I'm just making up stuff. Like it feels like that sort of thing. Like I had such low expectations and you couldn't even meet those. That's how this feels. I don't know if you heard the horn. It's like I stooped so low, and all I asked of you as you stepped over me with your muddy shoes was to say, excuse me. And you couldn't even do that. It's like I asked for one thing, and I asked for nothing. But you couldn't even give me that. And so it's like for that, I just felt a sting here, like where this is the wedding ring finger. I felt a sting here. The Don't Hurt Yourself music video. If you try this shit again, you're gonna lose your wife. And she tosses the ring like off of her hand. Like, fuck this shit. Yeah. There is an indecision about whatever this is. I'm gonna just say this property, because some people, you know, might have sensitivity to children. This property, it's not a choice of like whether or not like to keep it or not. It's a choice of like, or it's the challenge of this is like the instability. Like there's something about this property that's like making the split like so like it can't be a seamless split, whatever this is that's stopping it from being a clean break. The issue is like the instability of it. I feel like it's like I wouldn't mind like sharing the property, you know, I wouldn't mind sharing the property, but it's you. It's you. Like I can't trust you. I know that if I say, hey, like all autumn and winter, it's my turn on the land or the property, and all spring and summer, it's your turn on the property. It's like I can't trust this person to respect that boundary. And then the same thing would go for like if this was a child. You know what I mean? Like I can't trust that you will be mature about this and be civil about this. Like that's the problem. It's not this itself, this property itself. It's the instability of this person's, whoever this is, whether it's an ex-partner, current partner, sibling. I can't trust you to hold good or keep good on your word. So I feel like this is what you needed to know, like what's like in your mind, you know, like needing to get it all out. So of course now I'm not gonna leave you hanging. We're gonna get advice or, you know, extra messages. But I do want to let you know that I'm having a live Zoom call on the 10/10 portal, 10/10/2025. And if you're watching this afterwards and you've missed it, that's okay. I'm sure I have something else coming up, or just thank you for supporting me in general. We're gonna get a quote from this book, Story of My Life. I'm hearing 12. Is that like somebody's anniversary or something? 12, 12, 12, 10, 12. I feel like both of these pages. No, I feel like this one more. It says, Hazel danced on her toes. Okay, let's do it. Oh my God, it's going to be beautiful. I might actually have to learn to cook in here. Come on, you've earned that snack. You can't go in here barefoot, trouble, I said as she led the way into the hall. I wasn't planning to go marching through an active construction zone to let my secret sex partner inside. Just wear shoes, okay? I don't want you ending up with a nail through the foot. Yes, sir, she said smartly as she made the turn to the dining room. So there we have that mention of like a secret sex partner. Like there is this energy of here of like betrayal. And if it's not like a romantic partner, let's say it's a sibling that's like betrayed you, they like could have slept with like one of your exes or like been talking or making a deal with somebody that you don't like or who has betrayed you in the past. Like, for example, like if you have an ex-girlfriend or something, or an ex-wife, like it's like that sibling is like, you found out that they're like in cahoots, like they've been talking, they've been hanging out behind your back. Like it could be something like that. But I also noticed like the reference of like walking barefoot and having a nail stab you through your feet. Like that's the feeling of this. Like I was somewhere I felt safe. So I was barefoot and a nail stabbed me through my feet. Like I got betrayed while I was somewhere feeling comfortable. And I'm hearing like somebody told you this would happen. Like I'm hearing like somebody told you, or like you saw this in a movie, you saw this on a show happening, and something in your intuition knew this was gonna happen, and like you still stayed. I'm hearing, and like I'm feeling like that's why you feel even worse. All right, part one. I was cleansing the deck and the crystal hit it and this flipped over. I'm feeling like the advice is to like first make things right with yourself. Apologize to yourself and forgive yourself, and then do it again. However many times it takes, however long it takes, apologize to yourself, forgive yourself. And I feel like you need to like do some serious like cleansing, like uprooting. Like if you still live in a space with a certain person or their stuff is still with you, throw that shit out. Get it out. Of course, like this is me speaking from like a general perspective. I don't know everybody's like specific situation. So if there's like any like danger, you know, in doing this, please always take care of yourself and put yourself first. Make the best choices for you. You don't have to listen to some woman on the internet, okay? Keep yourself safe and, you know, make the choices best for you. But I would say for those who can get rid of stuff without, you know, putting themselves in danger or anything like that, I would highly encourage you to do so. If like that's what your guides are saying, like get rid of certain shit. Yeah, we have the courage card. Yeah. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. I feel like for other people, you need to like change how you dress. So both of these mentioning like physical material items as well as like these deeper messages. But I remember I was watching Queer Eye, and this woman whose husband had left her like out of nowhere one day. He had like a lot of control, and her parents when she was young had a lot of control over how she dressed. She grew up very religious, and so she always like covered herself up a lot. Even with her hair, like it would cover up like her face, like it was so like, you know, big that it wasn't like you couldn't really see her. And when the Fab Five came in, like she wore her skin out, like she'd show a little bit of her stomach, like a little bit of her arms and her shoulders. Like you're guided to be like more courageous with how you dress, in the sense that you need to like take back your power of how you are seen. And again, like take what resonates and leave the rest, because different circumstances, things will be different for different people. And then I feel like the last one is this: my will to die will, micromanaging the universe. What I'm hearing from this card, please listen, because this will be the last message. I'm hearing, let it fall. Let it fall. Okay, this is all I have for you, Pile 1. If you would like, you know, a more in-depth on this whole situation, more personal, feel free to reach out to me. My email is queensensitivity1@gmail.com, and it'll also be listed in the description. Subscribe, leave a number 1 in the comments if this resonated, and I'm sending you so much love. Thank you. Okay, pal 2. What I was hearing immediately was the song, he's a maniac, maniac, oh, oh, oh. He's a maniac, maniac, oh, oh, oh. I'm seeing that scene from, what's it called? Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. And it's like, they're at that NFL game and like Will Smith makes this dare. Yeah. He makes this dare. Oh my gosh. And Margot Robbie's character like thinks he's like crazy for like making this dare. And then Will Smith like he wins the bet. Like he wins it. And she's like, how stupid are you? Like, why would you risk something like that? And like he's like, it wasn't a risk. Like I knew I would win. Like I knew I would win. And so whatever you're here to like maybe ask a question about, I feel like Spirit is saying yes. Like take that risk, be a page, like have that new beginning. Or for some people, because this is a swords energy and I always associate swords with speaking, like I'm hearing take that vow. Like I'm seeing a baseball stadium, maybe because of like the swing of this, but I'm seeing a baseball stadium. And you know how people get like proposed to at like baseball games and they show them on the Megatron, and it's like pop that question, like, or say yes, you know, say yes to it, like do that thing is what I'm feeling with this. Like it will turn out in your favor. There's no if, ands, and but about it. I'm seeing the number 90 or 70. If you've been seeing like a number and a zero, 40, 60, 50, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, like all those numbers, if you've been seeing those, or if that's important to you in any way, like that's how you know, like it's another confirmation that this message is for you. And just so you know, on the 10/10 portal 2025, I'm going to be doing a live Zoom call. The link is in the description, so please join me there. It will be a fun time. I'll bring myself and all my cool shit, you know, all my coolness, and I will be doing divinely inspired action. And it'll also be open to a Q&A. And if you're watching this like after that day, that's okay too. Maybe I have something else coming up. But either way, just thank you so much for supporting me at all. I want to get these messages here first and foremost. Like that's what I felt. Like somebody wants to say something, or like there needs to be like words to this. Okay. So I'm saying, I'm hearing that song, Hella Miss Johnson. You know why I'm calling. You know that I'm falling for your daughter. Think about it often. But is it you that gave their eyes to that I'd be lost in? Also, something like that. It's that Miss Johnson song by Jack Harlow, where he's like he's calling somebody's mom to confess like that he's in love with her. And like that's also something you do, like you call the parents before like you propose to someone. Yeah, and even this is like a popping the question. The pages are like new beginning energies. So if you're not like proposing to anyone and like you're just texting them or like confessing that you want to date them or asking them on a date or asking somebody to move in or, you know, something like that, like popping some sort of question, this is also for you. Okay. All I Need Is You by Ali and AJ, Pretty Places. So what I felt when I opened this card is like this feeling of hesitation. I felt like, yeah, you're saying this, Jabria, like, yeah, you're saying this, Bright Queen, but like you don't know like the circumstances. There is this feeling of like some sort of feminine or mother figure that's like very intimidating. It's either your mother or your mother figure or this person that you're interested in. Like there is somebody that's like right in the middle or scooting in to like where you want to get to. Like you want to get to a certain person, but you feel like there's this other person that's like got so much sway on them or sway on you where it's like blocking this. Oh, the pretty places, take them away. Let's go, take me away from where the pain is. Like, you want to do this away from where somebody is that's causing you pain. Jessica Alba. I don't know why that's in here. I don't know. In all the world, there is no heart for me like yours. Yeah. There's like, yeah, I'm seeing that movie. It's called Medea's Family Reunion. And like, there's this woman and she like falls in love, even though she doesn't want to. She falls in love with this bus driver, and her mother is like, was very abusive to her when she was younger. And so as this guy's like trying to like love up on her, she keeps telling him no. And then like there's this big scene where she's like, I keep telling this man who's trying to love me no because of you and the pain that you put me through. But no more of that. I'm going to love. I'm going to be in love. I'm going to be happy. And you're not going to stop me. And at the end of like the movie, like her sister who was getting married initially to this abusive man, like her sister backed out of the wedding. And so the sister that was like in love with the bus driver, she got married instead. And before they got married, Maya Angelou was the one like that read a poem. So maybe go watch that movie. I'm feeling this one. Oh, this one then. There's divine timing because they're like being very precarious or very careful about like the order in which I open these up. So if you're like feeling stressed and like wanting things like to move forward or an opening to happen, like just know there's divine timing and it's working in your favor. Okay? It is working. Listen. It is working in your favor. I'm here for you. I cherish you. I'm hearing forever and always. You are mine. Again, like those vows. Okay. Why do I keep feeling like not this one? I hurt. It hurt because it mattered. So I'm feeling like, let's say like your worst fear happens. Like you make some shake and you go talk to this person and you tell them and they tell you no, or it's not a good time right now. Like, I feel like Spirit is saying not to give up. Like, don't let that moment be the definer. Like, come back in 2 months. If you're still feeling these things, ask again. Maybe they were in fear. Maybe they got it wrong. Like, don't take this as like the final shutdown. Okay. You drive me crazy. This is how that the other person feels about you. But I also feel like you feel this sense of like responsibility, like not to drive them off a cliff. Like it's like you're asking this person for you to trust them, like for them to trust you with their lives, their livelihood, their home, their stability. And you feel like you're gonna fuck it up. Like you feel like incompetent. You feel like I'm asking this because I want this, but like, will I actually be able to like do this? Like, will I, like, what if I ask them to move in with me and then like I lose my job, or like the business I run like fails, and then like I've asked this person to move in with me and like we don't have anywhere to go. And I'm hearing like the ones who love you. The ones who love you will love you. They won't see it that way. You know, they will have compassion for you, and you can trust that. Okay. It's feeling like the only person like, or like, if it's feeling like the real like heaviness or the real like block or challenge of this is you, and like your own belief system. And I was talking with my friend about like belief systems the other day, and I was telling him like I don't want to have like beliefs. I want to know. I want to have knowings. I want to have truth that is like unshakable and grounded. And so I feel like that's like the advice for you. Like, deconstruct these belief systems and just know. Like, for one at least one thing's for certain is like you are love, period. Like, you're just love as your truest self at the end of every day, anytime, anywhere. You are love. Another thing that you can know for sure, you're forever. You don't die. You're an infinite soul. You are a all-powerful soul, fully sovereign, and there is nothing and no one, anywhere, time, or place that could take that from you. So I feel like for you, affirmations would be really, really good. But I also feel like I'm seeing like a ice bucket challenge, or like somebody being dunked in ice. I feel like just go for it. Like, rip off the Band-Aid. Like, nothing gets it done by just jumping. Nothing gets it done like just jumping. Like, just jump. Just jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in tarot. And then we have this Temperance, which is also like just very patient. So I feel like it's fine if you're patient and it's fine if you're slow moving. But I also feel like they're saying like if you want like this kind of torture I'm hearing to end, you can literally just do it. You can stop being trying to be so smart and clever and wise about things and just be a page, be a novice, be a fool, and just do it. And I feel like that way, that's when the material like abundance or whatever you need, like maybe you can't afford a wedding or I don't know, something, just jump, and it shall appear. Just jump, and jump with being okay with not having it. Like, for example, like propose to somebody even though, and tell them like, I can't afford a wedding right now, but I want to marry you and I want to give you the best wedding. Like, will you like still do this with me even though I don't have it? You know, I don't know how. I don't have any clue about how things are going to work out. I feel like do yourself justice. I feel like more than anything, like you deserve this. You've had a rough childhood. You've had a rough childhood. You have had a lot of stress and anxiety. I feel like especially with financials, like you've had a lot, right? Do this one good thing for yourself. Like, this is something you want. Like, let yourself have it. Let yourself want it. This came out upside down or reversed as well in the first one. I feel like for this one, it goes upright. And it's literally like someone that's crying over spilled milk. Like, so what? You're not this guy or that girl, and you don't have this or that. You have this. You have your soul. I'm touching my chest. Like, you are you, and nobody in the world has that but you. Okay? So like, do yourself justice and accept that there's somebody here that you found that loves you too, just as you are. Just as, you get it? Justice as you are. See, I'm funny. Like, join me on the 1010 portal. Okay? Oh my gosh, this one came out in the same exact spot for the last reading. Isn't that interesting? Like, maybe you know somebody that's like a POW one. But anyways, this one came out too. This is what happens when you don't shuffle the deck good enough. But I also feel like this like is here too. Like, I feel like the point is not so much to have everything figured out. The point is to know that you will be served. You know? It's like, I have this uncle, my Uncle Buck, and he has like connections with like buildings and shit because he's been like a reverend or a pastor or whatever for years. And so like he knows all these catering companies, and he has like these buildings that like if you asked, he could like give you for free to rent out, you know, or it wouldn't be renting. But it's like you don't have to figure out like how the food's going to be served, what company it's going to come from, you know, what time will everything be in order. But I know I have guaranteed catering, and I know I have a guaranteed like facility. Somehow everything's going to work out. People are going to show up, people are going to get fed. Like, it doesn't have to be this kind of like perfect sort of thing. And it doesn't have to be stressful. Like, have fun with it. Like, be open to it, you know? Be open to it not being perfect, but loving it anyways. So here's your last little message. I'll die with memories, not dreams. Damn. I feel like this is the creme de la creme of this reading. Die with memories, not dreams. Do it. That is your message, pile 2. Put a little 2 in the comments, please, if this resonated with you, and subscribe if this resonated with you, if you aren't already. If you are, I thank you so much. I am sending you so much courage and strength and internal solitude. All right, bye, pile 3. Oh, shit. Bye, pile 2. Pile 3, I'm hearing, isn't it lovely, skin and bones, welcome home. What's so interesting is like right at the end of pile 2, I got a knock at my door, and it was my aunt, and she brought me like all these clothes, and it's just so nice. It's so nice because like, just to get personal, everything I feel or experience like during these readings are like for these readings, so I'm gonna share it. But today I went to work, and this was supposed to be my like my last week at work, and I went in today and I was just like, I cannot do this another day. I cannot. Like, I promised them that I'd quit on Friday, but I'm just like, I can't. I just cannot do this any fucking more, you know? And every time, like the day that I decided I was gonna quit, like I got a call out of nowhere, and the next day that person invited me out to dinner. They paid for my food for free. Like, I got this $60 meal for free. And then like the day that I like decided to like do something that I was guided to do, to generate revenue for myself in my own like divine way, my niece, I got sent a video of my niece taking her first steps. So it's like, as I like trusted, like today, like I made this decision, like abundance just comes in, like it just comes in out of nowhere. And I feel like this is the message for you. This is a tiny piece of zeolite. It used to be a part of a much bigger piece, and I used to have 2 of them, because actually zeolite is like combined with like 2 different types of crystals, and this is one of the types of crystals. So I lost the other type, and then this one kept breaking, but like I still have this piece. And so I feel like that's a message on its, like within its own right. Like, even with all like the splitting apart, the movement, you know, like the breaking, the losing of the other half, like this piece is still here, and it still packs a punch. Like, I can feel this. Hopefully you can feel it too through the screen. Like, it's very healing. And so I feel like that's also a message for you, pile 3. Like, you are I feel like you're a healer. You're very healing, and you do so much for all of Earth, you know, energetically, everybody you meet, you know, you always just give. And I feel like it's time for the healer to receive healing. It's time for you to fucking receive. And I say fucking because it's like, for generations, for different lifetimes that are happening now, perhaps still, Like, you've given, you've sacrificed so much. Let this be the one where the karmic wheel turns in your favor and pours and pours and pours into you. So this is the message you needed to hear. Because we have the 7 star sisters, birthing, creation, tapestry of life. They want me to get through these because they want me to pick a Rumi Oracle card deck. Yeah, you're not alone. Like, you have like so much support. And I feel like not only is this like support, it's like abundance. Like, abundance just coming in right after another. I see like those movies or those shows where it's like someone's property is up for auction, or their place is about to be sold to like the state or something, or you know, the big fast food chain restaurant, and they're like, I don't know, I don't have enough money, nobody cares about like Lil Lolas. And then like the people of the town all get together and they come one by one, like making donations, like lined up. Here's something, here's something, here's something, here's something, like here's another donation, here's another donation. And like those little bitty things, like it adds up so much to the point where like it surpasses it actually goes over the amount or what you even needed. And I'm feeling and I'm hearing you don't have needs, you have a lack of perspective. Because I'm feeling like everything you need is always fulfilled. Always. I'm hearing like we always got you. What you have is a tank that we keep filling up with like 10 holes in the bottom. Like, what you need is healing. What you need is to be sealed. Not like, I don't know, more sources of abundance. Like, it's like you've always had this knack for like, when you do good, but not even just good, when you do right, when you are in integrity and you serve justice, the universe always provides. Like, the issue is like, I'm feeling like you're being depleted like more than you're allowing yourself to be filled. Sorry if I sound offensive. I think you say sorry a lot. Because everything that's like I'm saying here is like I'm saying like from you, about you. You're not for everyone. Yeah, you say sorry too much. Face your true north. Like today, like I'm like I gotta message my boss and I gotta tell them like, hey, I know I promised I'd be here to Friday. I'm so sorry I inconvenienced you. But I was sitting in the car. I was like, I don't need to be sorry. Like, when I said I was like having a hard time, they should have immediately been like, you need to leave today. Like, leave right now. Like, I won't allow you to keep being here and suffering. You know, they should have had like more compassion. Like, why didn't they say that? But, you know, these corporate people, like, they don't care. And like, and that's completely understandable. You know, they were raised in this society, same as me, you know, but, you know, in that same instinct, you know, with me hitting the camera and all, it's like, I also deserve, like, I don't have to agree with that. Like, I deserve compassion. I've been suffering. Like, when I go to this place, my soul starts to shut down. I can literally feel my soul rejecting the area, the atmosphere of it. The closer that I got to work, I could feel this darkness energy coating me. And like, I was doing that just so I could save face and not disappoint the people around me. And like, that's not fair at all. And like, I feel like that's like, you need to like I said about the perspective, like you need to change your perspective on how you see things. Nothing that is killing you deserves your life. Look at how these were upside down. So I feel like the ones that are like reversed, like are like extra messages. Like, you need to really pay attention to these. Like, you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I am a very different person, and as I was thinking about this, I was like, I gotta like tell my family like that I'm deciding to do this. I'm not gonna go back in. And I was like, they're gonna think like this, and like she's gonna be up there doing her little videos, like thinking that's gonna be something. And I'm like, you know what? My work, this work that I do, you know, beyond anything, is energetic. I am contributing to this beautiful mountain of work that so many souls are contributing to in order to raise the consciousness and bring everybody into remembrance, including ourselves, so that we can return to home and true freedom and take back what is ours, which, you know, really can never be taken. You know, it's just a forgetfulness. If that work is not important, if that shit does not supersede every fucking thing, I don't know what does. In my opinion, and it's not even my opinion. The truth is the truth. This work of remembrance, of finding, like, remembering complete sovereignty and freeing the soul, everybody learning the truth again, knowing the truth again, like, all the problems in life stem from that, stem from not knowing, stem from not knowing the self, not knowing love, everything, sickness, you know, food, water, pollution, anything you can think of, it all goes back to that. So if I'm contributing to that, if my focus is that, and people don't get it, and they don't see the value in it, so fucking be it. I know, and I refuse to do other things anymore. I refuse to pretend otherwise. And I know that's the message for you, pile number 3. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Yes. Yes, I know this is what I need. And I know this is what you need. I was like, I need to just sit down, like, lay down in my bed and, like, enjoy something, read a fucking book, you know, watch a movie, and don't feel guilty about resting. They have lied. They've lied about stillness. Of course they would. They've lied about everything else, especially things that are in alignment. They're liars. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Baby steps. Boom, boom, boom. I didn't even have to shuffle. Right there on the bottom. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is me with my fucking job, because I'm just like, I don't know why, because there's nothing wrong with this job. But when I go there, it feels like everything is wrong. Today, I was literally sitting there and I, like, had, like, a crisis moment. I had to go and, like, sit in the dark and, like, force my soul to, like, not leave, jump out, because it did not want to be where I was forcing it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the same deck. I just want you to know this little tidbit of information here. Information is in the link below in the description. Join me on the 1010 portal if you're resonating with this. Please, 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 don't prove I'm right. I don't know if I sound good or not, but that's my voice. Please, please, please. That's why I feel like you've been, like, begging, like, something to just obey, like me with this job. And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just talking about me, but I'm talking about you. So just apply it to how it resonates. But it's like, I've been saying, like, please, I've been trying to force, like, my soul to manifest, like, good things at this job. But the thing I heard today from, like, my higher self was, like, you can, like, manifest anything you want, including, like, if you choose to, like, go into a boiling, like, put your hand in a boiling pot of water, your experience will be being burned, you know? That's just how it is. Like, you can't, it's like there's nothing else you can do to fix this. There's nothing else. You're not supposed to be here. It's gonna keep burning until you remove your hand. So what can we expect from this, and what else do you want Pal 3 to know? So I'm suddenly getting, like, lightheaded or, like, feeling dehydrated. Hold on. This is how I felt, like, all day at work. Like, I could never get enough to drink. I kept feeling so thirsty. And then out of nowhere, I got so tired, just like so sleepy. And it's like, that place is draining me. So it's like, leave in the Wheel of Fortune. Abandon this mindset. Because like I said, this might not be a job for you. Whatever this is for you, more than anything, it's this mindset. It's this belief. It's this perspective that, like, if I do this and I get nothing. If I do this and I get nothing. If I do this and I get nothing. If I don't do this, then I get nothing. And it's like, once you let this go, Wheel of Fortune, it's like those people lined up donating. It's just, I just see this wheel just of water, and it just pours and pours and pours and pours. Like, you have no idea, like, the abundance that's waiting for you. And I'm hearing and I'm feeling like it doesn't even have to be like substantially material, even though it's looking like it is. I'm just seeing like community, because it's not even about like quantity. It's about quality. I'm seeing you being around people who make you feel safe. I'm feeling like you don't even know what safety is yet until you're around these people. These people make you feel safe, and you don't feel worried, and you don't feel stressed, and you don't feel like you have to give and give and give and give. Of course you give to people, but like, you don't feel this need to like save everybody around you. Like, you feel like you can just be, and it's okay if tonight you go home and you don't do the dishes, and you don't offer to help or to come by tomorrow to fix something. You can just leave guilt-free, and nobody makes a big fuss about it. Like, that's how it feels. And like, that type of community and those kinds of souls are fucking valuable. Like, you can't put a price on love like that. You can't put a price on safety, comfort, feeling warm and just relaxed like that. It gives you 10 plus years back on your life. And I feel like what you've like kind of been in has been sucking like the life out of you, like taking years from your life, aging you, boggling you down. And once you allow this wheel of fortune to fortune, you'll feel so light and rejuvenated, especially after you take this time to heal. I'm seeing some I should have known. I should have fucking known this card was gonna come out. Boy, I tell you, any time it's involved me, this person is always around. Oof, yes, I can feel this. Okay, so it feels like there's someone, and if it's not someone, let's just say source, the universe, however you want to put it, but I'm gonna say someone. It feels like there's someone who like has so much like they want to give to you, but like you're like trapping yourself, because when you actually look at the Eight of Swords, it looks kind of painful, but then you realize like these are very loosely tied. Even this blindfold is like loosely tied, and these swords aren't actually keeping this person in. If they wanted to, they could just leave. They could literally just walk out. And it's like, no, I'm suffering. I'm in here suffering. And it's like, just leave. There's someone, I'm feeling there's someone that wants to take care of you. It's so interesting. Like, let me know. Like, just put a little wand in the comments. Put a little wand in the comments, or 88. But there's someone here that's like offering or has something, like they want to take care of you. Like they feel like, let me do it. Like it's like they want to do it, and they're coming from a place where they can do it. But it's like you're like saying like, I'm not available to do it. You know what's funny is like, I knew this woman, or I guess kind of know her still, but she would always tell me like her mom was like rich and lived in Mexico. And like her mom would tell her every time she visited, like, you don't have to work. Like, you can just come here and like live with me. And she'd still like go back to work in the States and like work for this job with these long hours. And then she met this guy who told her the same thing. He was like, I have like plenty, like I have this house here. No, I'm out of the state, half of the year. I'm not even here. You can just stay here for free. Like you can move in and everything. And like this guy was like, of sane mind. Let's just pretend, because I know things can get crazy in the world. But, he was of sound mind. He was genuine, very respectful. And she still like was hesitant. Like she still was like, I'm going to work this job and provide for myself and like get it out the mud. And then months later, I heard from somebody that she'd left. She'd actually done it. She'd quit that job and she'd moved to Mexico. And it's like that whole time, like she had that option, but she was like staying here in this eight of swords. Oof, look at that. I'm hearing freedom, freedom. If you've been seeing eagles, hawks, lions, goats, handsome Prince Charmings, Shrek perhaps, I feel like there's so much freedom waiting for you. 010101 on the timer when I said that. There's so much freedom waiting for you. I'm hearing like just on the other side of this mountainous fear, this wall that you've put up, this boundary, this barrier that's not, you think it's there, but it doesn't really exist. It's all in your mind. It's all from your belief systems and your perspective and what you think or what maybe somebody one time told you, but it's not actually true. It's a facade. Right on the other side of that is everything. And I'm feeling there's something with this. We're gonna keep going. Yeah. It's this feeling of like making plans, but like somebody's like waiting. I'm feeling, where the fuck is the goddamn deck? Where's the deck? Oh, it's here. Right in front of me. Clarify these two. What is this feeling I'm feeling? Okay, Empress. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Tower card, victory card, Eight of Cups card, this card, this Ace of Wands. Look at that. It's all there. Yeah. I'm hearing the Duchess. Look at that. You're holding on to something. You need to let it die. Have a rebirth. Let that shit go. That's been the theme of these. I don't think that's a coincidence, seeing as Friday's a 1010 portal. Join me on my Zoom call. The link is in the description. But you're holding on to something. Let that shit go. Like, Spirit is trying to give you like so much, and like you're like holding on to these little pebbles. Like you don't even know that they're pebbles until like you let them go. Like let go of these little bitty pebbles and like receive like you get to live the rest of your life like this. Look at this, wish fulfillment. That's what's behind this Eight of Pentacles. Something coming in quick. Knight of Pentacles, stability, commitment, wish fulfillment, stability, commitment, coming in hot and fast, new beginnings in love. Wow. All behind here. I'm hearing like that scene from I'm just hearing like for the rest of your life. There's this song that I've been obsessed with recently from Twilight, and it's like, from now on, you and me, we will be. It's like, from now on. It's like, Spirit is like, I'm trying to give you, and the Spirit is yourself. It's like, you've asked for this your whole life. You've wanted to live a certain way and live like this. This is it. You have to let go of this old life now. You have to jump off this cliff. You have to give up this rusty door handle. Like, they pull your hand off of it, let it go, and turn around, and you get this. You get to live like this. Carefree, at ease, at peace, living a very relaxed life. But you have to let go. You have to go down the swirling bowl of water, not the toilet though. Okay. Yeah, look at this. There's something like quick with this wand's energy. It's like quick and powerful and strong. And I'm feeling like you're afraid like something won't protect you, or like spirit can't protect you, or spirituality can't protect you from like the big bad world. But like, who could? Like, if anybody, it would be like spirituality. Nothing else. It would be faith. It would be the soul. It would be the heart. It would be truth. It would be love. Nothing else could be able to like override, you know, the matrix, other than like the source of energy that created it, you know, itself. Walk away. Walk away. Maybe you need to sing or something. I keep singing. Walk away, or you'll meet singers. Walk away. Walk away. Okay, let's get that Rumi Oracle card. The message for pile 3. That was quick. Passion for purpose. Yeah. Your passion, things that you're passionate about, will get you there. I'm here. I don't care if it didn't work in the beginning. I don't care if it didn't work last time. You have to trust this. Like, trust this like LeBron trusted he was going to get in the NBA, you know? Okay. It says, enter the Garden of Delights. I'm going to read this. It's going to be long, so get ready. Notice it's 2-2. If you've been saying 22s and 8s. From now on, me. All right, it says, there is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips luscious and sweet upon a savoring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds and melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide and to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from ancient trees, soft dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet. The caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders with weight of its own, like a silken wrap placed just so, by carrying lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved earth mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine warmed by the sun father. Oh, drink it until your arms raise themselves to heaven. Your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless in love. The Garden of Delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor, that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. What is that if not the Empress? But don't worry, I'm going to keep going. You have been granted entry into a sacred space, a mirab, a sanctuary of worship, for worship. Sorry, I keep reading these words wrong. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time. perhaps expressed through the preference for what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul, suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. You are being asked to cross this threshold from the life you have been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It is love's wild, hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You have heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels, dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delight possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually a part of the cycle of life again and again. You have been through much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life impossible, immobile, or impervious to change have failed. Let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and as fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is to offer. We'll drink headily and state our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal and gratitude for its preparation and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. I'm going to read that again. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back. And yet gently, I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now to be touched and tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. But put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. Feel free to contact me if you would like to do a personal reading with me. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget the Zoom call. And if you are viewing this afterwards, thank you so much just for existing. I will see you soon. All right, pile 4. The first thing I'm hearing from you is that song. It's like a gospel song. And it's like, you can come on in. I think it's like, well done, you can come on in. It's like basically saying like, it's like a song about like what God would say, like what the people of the church, they want God to say when they meet him at the gates of heaven. It's like, well done, you can come on in. And I also, like before I started your reading, I turned around and there's this mirror beside me and then my cat in the bed. And like, I thought he would have like left by now because I've been doing this reading. I thought he would have like gotten up and like been like, let me out because I closed my door. But he's been sitting there, like he's patient. He's waiting for me. And I feel like that's the message for you, pile 4. Like, somebody loves you or you love you, you know, source loves you, like you love you. And I'm hearing like, you don't even like understand like this love, or like what's possible. But like, you know, for the sake of this, like, it's never too late, like, to come home. It's never too late to do the right thing. Like, you haven't messed something up, or you're not taking too long, you're not doing too much, you haven't like gone the wrong way. Like, this love, whatever this is, you know, for you, and how it physically shows up, or, you know, how spiritually shows up, energetically shows up, it's like, you can't be late for it, you can't miss it. And like, you're worth the wait, if there is one. I was seeing that movie. I don't know why I see this movie, because I'm like, this scene isn't even that cute. But there's this movie, it's called Monster-in-Law, and it starts off with Jennifer Lopez. Her character has all these jobs, these odd jobs, and then there's this rich white man, and one day she's on the beach walking these dogs as one of her jobs, and she gets hit by like a football or a soccer ball in the head, and the guy, the rich white guy, comes over and like asks her if she's okay, and they end up like going to her apartment or something down the street to get a Band-Aid. And like, I think the next time they meet is like at this fundraiser event. She works there too as like one of the servers, and he's like, that's that girl again, like, that's that girl, like, I saw her earlier. And it's like, you know, they love each other, and so they end up, you know, dating, even though they're like from two different worlds and shit, you know. And it's like, eventually the mother gets involved, and like, she's like trying to convince him not to marry the server girl. You know, don't marry the server girl, she's not of our class, you know, she's a different race. And they're just so happy together, and like, the mother just keeps trying to get in between them. And it's this feeling of like, I don't know, I feel like from Jennifer Lopez's perspective, it's like, I love you so much, like, I don't care if your mother's crazy, like, I still love you. Like, there's nothing that like she could do on her craziness level that would like make me leave you. And then it's the same, like, kind of from him. It's like, I don't care, like, or I do care, but I don't care, like, how crazy your life was before me, or, you know, how much money you had, and like, you know, what kind of car you drove, and all this stuff. There's nothing that's gonna make me not love you. I just do. Like, it's because it's beyond the physical. It's beyond the physical. And that's what I'm feeling for you, Pal 4. It's definitely very romantic. They're telling me to get this, like, split the deck here. 9 of Wands. Okay, birds. That bird cut up when I not show this card. 9 of Wands and the High Priestess. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Pile 4, you know what this is. You know who this is about. You know exactly. Whoever you're thinking about as this Emperor card could be you. But I feel like, you know, I'm feeling like it's the Emperor and it's the High Priestess. If this is a power couple. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, there's a power couple feeling here. And I feel like your days of like working alone are done. Look at this. Collaboration. I feel like you're literally going to be working with this person. Like, y'all going to work together if you're not already. But they're going to be your wish fulfillment if they're not already. This, for some people, this you already know. Like, you already know who this is. You already know what kind of work you'll do together. Look at that. Oof. 2 of Cups. You're not gonna be working alone anymore and having to do it all on your own. You're gonna share a life with someone, is what I'm feeling. Share a life. Yeah. Yeah. No more of this stuckness. Going it alone and like closing your heart up. We open heart chakras around here, boy. Maybe they're lame like me. But this Friday on the 1010 portal, I'm having a live Zoom call. Be there, be square. The link is in the description. Like, come out and join me. Come out, stay in, you know. You could be on a beach, I don't know. In a van, however you'd like to attend. Please attend. I would love you to be there. There will be divine things happening. I will be bringing all of my magic, all of my love, and going from there as one only can do, you know? So I'm like kind of wanting to like skip around. I feel like this romantic connection, because it's romantic connection, let's just say it. I feel like that's also something like maybe you need to just say it. Just go ahead and just admit it. You know what this is, you know who this is. Might kind of be out of order. Like it might start off like at the part that people get to later on, like the part of like intense like love and intense like passion might be part one for you. You know how a book like kind of like starts off and it's like David jumped from the moving car and crashed into the wall, and I don't know. But it might start like right there in the middle of a scene, like boom, like fireworks, dragons, like the whole shebang. And then from there, like it'll like mellow out, you know? It might start as a volcanic eruption, and I do mean this in terms of innuendo. But yeah, more than that, it's this like love and like just truth with this King of Swords. Like this is all about truth and like speaking the truth. Like maybe like your first conversation with this person was or is going to be like very honest, like rip the band-aid off and like you're just gonna say like exactly how you feel. And I feel like that's how you also can know who this person is because like right from the jump, it's like you're telling this person things you've never told anyone. They're telling you things they wouldn't dare say out loud, like, or to anyone else. Like it's very like personal, very intimate, very like straight to the point type of thing. And then for other people, you know, it could literally be like the truth conversation, and then like you get straight to the volcano erupting part. I'm feeling like, oh shit, I'm feeling like turning these over simultaneously. So I feel like after that, like things will happen simultaneously. It feels like this is something that's like pre-written. Like it's something that's very divine, and like there's a lot of like hands like moving these pieces just so between you and this person, include your highest selves. They're like, oh, but not yet. Hold on. Okay, now. Boom. I hope that was cool and like dramatic for you, because it was for me. I didn't expect these to be the cards, and they're perfect. And that's how I feel like you'll feel about this person, and they'll feel about you. Like, oh, I did not expect to be this person. I didn't expect to meet them, but they're perfect. And like it could be like things that like you never would have like asked for in a person, but like since they're there with this person, you're like, you know what, that actually like works out. Like that works out perfectly for me. Like let's say for example, this person lives somewhere cold, and like your whole life you've hated like the cold. You've loved to live in like a hot place that's like burning, I don't know, the Bahamas, like very beachy, but this person lives in Canada or something like that, or I don't know, Alaska. And you never thought like you'd want somebody that lived somewhere like that. But like now at this kind of phase in your life, you're kind of sick of the heat, and you've always wanted a snowy Christmas, and you don't want to be so like out. Like maybe you're ready to like rest and like be inside and take it easy and drink hot cocoa. Maybe you want to see moose or like these different animals that you've never seen, like, but you have this yearning to see these things and experience like the snow, you know, things like that. and like, wow, like, look, I met a person and they live somewhere where it's cold like that. Like, it's like, like, I didn't expect this, but now that it's here, like, that's pretty convenient. But at the same time, ta-da! I don't know how I knew that. I don't know how the fuck I knew that. But I knew, you see how I set it up? I feel like that's going to be something, like, your intuition is going to increase around this person. Like, it's going to, like, amp up. Like, you'll just know things, your claircognizance specifically. But I was like, but then also, there's going to be things about this person that force you to confront things that you've just kind of left sitting there. Like, let's say, for example, and no, I'm not using personal things in my life. What do you mean? Of course I am. Let's say you're in your room, or, you know, somewhere in your house, but I'm going to say in your room, and there's this bag of laundry that's been sitting there, or a bag of, I don't know, winter clothes, summer clothes that's just sitting kind of like in the corner of your closet, and you've just been letting it sit there, and you're just like, one day I'm gonna get to it, or nobody's ever gonna see this, and then suddenly this person is in your life and they're coming over and you're like, oh shit, I gotta clean up that bag that's in my closet that's just been sitting there. That's this. Like, they are going to force you, their energy is going to demand that you remove things, everything. Listen when I say this carefully. Everything in your life that no longer, like, stands you. And this is definitely in terms of, like, frequency, because there's going to be a huge frequency shift when you meet this person. Like I said, this intensity, it's going to be activating. And so there's going to be so many little things that you didn't even think about, that you didn't think were that harmful or all that noticeable. Or maybe some big things. I feel like these would be big things and, like, little things that, like, slipped through the cracks. These little bitty things. Like, I don't know, like the keys to the garage, or the shed out back. Like, I haven't been in that shed in forever. And suddenly, like, you have to find the keys to get something out of there. Like, you have to go and clean it out. That's this. And I also feel like with this heart, like this 3 of swords, this is also going to pertain to, like, past lovers. For some people, it could be current lovers, but I'm going to say past lovers for this one. Like, the thoughts of, like, what if with these other people? Like, what if this would have worked out? These little small old flames that you've been, like, having in your heart. Boom, boom, boom. When this person comes in, look how this is masculine energy for sure. Very, like, legit masculine. I feel like I need to say that, like, legit masculine energy, not like a facade masculine energy. Like, this is legit masculine energy, like the real divine kind. They're gonna blow everybody else out of the water, for one. Like, who was who, you know? But it's like, you've been keeping, like, these little, if you're single, or if you're not, I don't know. Anyways, just adjust it as you see fit. There's, like, these little flames that you've been keeping held for, like, what if for other people. And this person will demand, like, their energy, not even them, their energy and your energy henceforth after this will demand truth. Look at these swords, like, even these swords, like, truth, honesty. Like, your life, you will have to live, like, in so much more integrity than before. I'm seeing that movie 1,000 Words with Eddie Murphy, where, like, every time he speaks, like, the leaves fall from the tree. And once the leaves fall from the tree, he won't have anything else to say. And so, like, from then on, he has to really be careful about what he says. And so throughout the film, what he speaks becomes more in integrity, becomes more in love, like, in alignment with true, pure love, in agreement with truth. you know, and the real kind of truth, you know, that love kind of, you know, truth, that ancient truth. Like your life, it's like you can't, it's like you've been upgraded spiritually. And so you can't do what other people do anymore. You can't have these little closets inside of you of like hidden, like what ifs, maybe I could still go back to this person. No, it's like from henceforth, you are no longer like a knight, you're a king. And so you have to show up in the energy of a king, scratch that emperor, you know? And let me know in the comments if this is resonating for you. Put a foe in the comments if this is resonating for you. Okay. Ooh, now this is interesting. Okay. Look at that. So now, pile 3 had the King of Wands come out. And now pile 4 got the Queen of the Queen of Wands coming out. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, make it do what it do. Excuse me. What I'm feeling from this is like there'll have to be something that somebody has been working on. It has to come to a standstill in order to make room for this, like this insistent passion. It's like something that you've always been guided to do and known like has been like your purpose, like in your soul, like something you need to do and focus on. Like it will present itself like nobody's business is what I'm hearing. Like it'll be very like that little voice inside of you that was like, you should start a garden, or you should write a book, or you should create that painting, like you should do that thing. Like that little voice will like become so much louder. You need to do this, and you will have to leave some sort of work behind if you're not already doing this in order to like accommodate like this Queen of Hearts. I'm hearing this Queen of Hearts, this Queen of Wands within you. So for some people it could be quitting a job, it could be leaving a house or apartment or wherever you live that you've always lived in. It could be leaving a state, leaving a country. It could be leaving a partner. It could be leaving a partner behind. It could be leaving a position behind. I don't know. It could be anything, but it's definitely something to do with like that you've been putting effort into trying to build something from this. You have to give it up in order to make room for this. So now we're going to get into the juicy dates. Juicy dates. What do we need? Yeah. We're going to use... Oh, should we? I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like multiple things. Whenever these readings feel personal, I'm like, what? Who, me? We're going to get a quote from Haunting Adeline. I haven't read this book, but I know it's spicy, so I'm going to flip to the page behind the camera to make sure that it's not anything too much, but I'll pull it here. I'm hearing the number 27. All right, this is fine. Okay, so it says here, she freaked, of course, and then spent the rest of the day trying to convince me to stay at her place. I won't budge. I'm tired of people attempting to run me out of this house. First my parents, namely my mother, and now some sick fucker who gets off on being a creep. I'm scared, but I'm also stupid, so I'm not leaving. Whew. Okay. And I feel like that's a word. That is a fucking word. I feel like the difference in this connection will be that like this person doesn't leave you. Like they're in it for the long haul. Like this person is gonna be like, no, like I'm gonna stay. Like I feel like you might bare your dirtiest, stinkiest bare teeth at them and like try to like, I don't know, scare them off, or like, I don't know, do all these little things, and you'll think that like this person will leave you. Or maybe I don't know. I just feel like you will. I feel like you'll be like spicy with them or like sassy with them or, you know, try to be like clever and use all your typical tricks. And they'll be like, no, I kind of like it here. And I feel like vice versa for you. Did I say that? Is this the one where I talked about the monster-in-law? I don't even remember. Is this the pile where I talked about monster-in-law? I feel like yes, right? Where like the monster-in-law, like she pulled all these things out of the closet and like yet. What do you want to say about this connection, Spirit? Like what else do we need to know about this connection? What else do you want to say about this connection? Okay. I heard you can't do it like how I do it. That's what I heard. You can't do it how I do it. Look at that. King of Wands. What do you need to say about this connection? We have Six of Swords, which is like leaving somewhere. So there's a lot of like endings, divine endings that are necessary with this connection, because it's like this is like divine shit. It's like you're on to new shit. You can't be doing the old shit that you used to do. It won't work this time. As I was saying, like it won't work this time. You're gonna be completely different. And I'm hearing like whether or not you and this person are like physically together or not, or even talking, your energies are always gonna be like kind of like intertwined and interacting with each other. It's like your higher selves are like mates. Like there's this book called Fourth Wing, and it was these two humans and their dragons that were like attached to them were mates. And so like they couldn't escape each other. Like they could always feel that otherworldly, outside of themselves connection between their dragons within themselves. So it's like you and this person are basically married. It's kind of like that initial meeting with this Page of Coins was like the mating process of your souls. Like your souls mated, and it's like it's like that like I was saying before, like out of order. Like usually that's what happens later after like the whole getting to know each other, but like it's like you consented from that beginning. And so from now on, you're kind of like tied. And I feel like I'm seeing like Joanna and Chip Gaines, or I'm seeing like couples that have been together like 20 plus years. And they're saying like, yeah, like I've always like kind of like been around this person. Like I've been around them for so long. It just feels like this is a long like connection. I remember I went to an esthetician and she like had just gotten a palm reading or something, and she like showed me this line here on the side of my pinky, and she was like, that means like you'll be with someone for a long time. And that's how I feel like here. Like there's, even if it's like not like I said, like physical, like it's physical. It's like, even if it's like energetic, it's like you can feel this person like touch you. Like it's like, I'm gonna move on. I can't find my words. So we have the High Priestess again, and then I say about the High Priestess earlier. So as this connection is activated, so too is your High Priestesshood. It's like you're even more like elevated than before. As I was like feeling this, I got like a memory of like something I needed to do. And so I feel like with this head being open, like it's very important, like after this meeting, maybe watch the movie after, to like keep your crown chakra like open and clear. Like make sure like you don't allow like a lot of like interference with your head. Like be aware of what you watch, because you're gonna be like more of a high priestess, like more of a conduit, a clear channel than before. And like with that comes like a lot of like responsibility. So make sure you're not allowing just anyone to be in your head. We have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, this is right over the letting go. Let go of like these past flames. And then the Page of Coins, like a new offer, a new beginning, a chance at something new that has real potential. And then over this King of Pentacles and this Ten of Swords, there will definitely be an ending, I feel like, of like a stressful life. Like, I feel like both of you kind of had like stressful lives before like coming across each other. And like, there'll be a shift to like more focus on like ethereal things, like emotional and like heaven, like the heavenly realms, like up, more high frequency, high vibrational things with this Six of Cups. And I feel like Six of Cups is like America's sweethearts. I feel like it's like I said, your higher selves are mates. They're like high school sweethearts. They've known each other forever. They're so cute. They're adorable. I feel like you and this person are just so cute and adorable together. But you've also like you've had a lot of shifts, deaths, and rebirths. And then now we have the Page of Cups and the Magician. And I feel like I just need to like pull something, and then that'll be the end of this. Okay. Okay. I miss you like crazy. A lot of you already know this person, and this is how they feel. I feel like you both miss each other, because I feel like you're like best friends, and you're like, it's like you always want to tell the other person like something about what you think, or you want to ask them what they think, like, because it's this connection is so honest, like it's like no judgment here. So it's like this is the person you want to talk to the most, and this is messages from these cards. Patience is the best medicine. Oh, I'm hearing this is like a reference to in the bedroom as well. Like if you and this person haven't physically been together yet, it's like they're saying like it's worth the wait. Like wait on me, baby. Like trust me. Like it's worth it. Like getting all this stuff situated, like in this clearing shit, like in changing of careers for a lot of people, like situated before like the physical intimacy is gonna be worth it. Like not having this shit like weighing on your shoulders and like weight on your back is gonna change the whole experience. Like it's gonna be so worth it. When words fail, music speaks. So yes, without a doubt, you and this person share a musical or sound connection. So like they definitely send you songs and you definitely send them songs. I'm hearing like even in movies and shows, like songs are from them because they love you. That you too, y'all are so cute. All right. Leave a comment if this resonated. Put in that comment 444, 44, 22, and then join me on the 1010 portal. And again, if you're watching this afterwards, no worries. I'm sure there's something else I've got going on. Either way, I'm just so grateful for your support. And I do want to let you know that if you want to like continue this or make it more like personalized, I am doing personal readings, and that information is also or can also be found in the description. Thank you. Much love. See you soon.